everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Cynthia, and today I'm bringing you along while I craft and create some ephemera. This is my Ruby and Pearlxo design team project for the month of February, so I will be using some of her digital prints, and of course, as always, all of that will be listed down below. And I'm starting off with drinking some coffee, of course. And I'm just going to show you what I'm working with before we get into it. So this first pile here is just a ton of cutouts from different digital kits that Heather has on her Etsy shop. And whenever I get those kits, there's always some of those like collage pages and like some pages that have some smaller ephemeras, and I really enjoy just prepping myself by tearing all of those apart and putting them in a bag, and then I know I can create ephemera with those, and they're just kind of ready for me to use. And then I've also gathered some like pretty ephemera, like some vintage stuff like I'm showing you right now. Like I have some post stamps and like some wallpapers and just like little bits and pieces that I can start off to create a piece of ephemera. And then I also had some handmade paper there, as well as just some plain kind of scraps of papers to use as well. So I'm just gonna get started. I am gonna be a little bit chatty today. So I mean, feel free to mute me if you don't want to listen to me. I just thought that I would catch you guys up a little bit with what's been going on with me. And I know I haven't been very present, whether it be on here or Instagram, but I started a full-time job just before the holidays. And although the job itself is great and I really enjoy it and it's very stress-free, and I'm very, very grateful that I found this employment, and it's exactly what I have been looking for. So I feel extremely thankful and lucky that I landed that job. It is my first time in a really long time that I'm working full-time, just one job, and I'm just kind of trying to get back into that groove of working every day. And over the weekends, although I want to craft a lot, I just simply do not have the time to, and it's unfortunate. It's not how I want to spend my time, but I do have to prep food and go grocery shopping and do those things that I simply do not have the time to do over the week. So that's kind of what's been going on. There's really like nothing bad happening. I am doing so good mentally, like better than I have been in such a long time. And again, I feel so lucky about that. Whenever you're going through some rough times or rough years, it can seem like it's never ending, and I've really been in a season of life that I'm feeling good, and that's something that I'm very much cherishing right now. So that also plays part into it. The free time I have, I do craft, but I want to be present in the moment and not so much online, and that's just how I've been feeling lately. So I hope that you don't mind, and that you can appreciate whenever I do post something. I do enjoy posting, and when I get around to it, it's something that brings me a lot of joy. I hope that you're all doing really well, and I'd love to hear what you've been working on, or what has been happening with you. Feel free to comment down below. I hope you're going to enjoy this video. It's very, I'm not creating anything out of this world here, but it's just, this is what I do when I don't have a lot of time and I want to create something. And I like to work on projects that I can see it through. I can do it from start to finish. And those other bigger projects, such as even sometimes creating in my journals, can take a little bit longer, and I don't always have that time. And creating journals, I mean, I've been working on some journals, but I have no idea when that's when that's gonna be ready. Hopefully, in the next couple of months here, I'll have something to update my Etsy shop with. But it is what it is, and I'm embracing life as it's coming at this time. So I'm playing here with some florals. Some of them are from the one I'm playing with. I think it's from that Red Rose digital kit that Heather has on her Etsy. If I'm not mistaken. This time around, I'm only gonna have her whole Etsy shop, because I'm using some prints from so many different you can see like the prints from so many different digital kits there, and she recently added some more, and I'm just like so excited to get around getting some printed. That'll be really nice to place with some new patterns, and it's always, whenever I get new digital kits, it's something that really inspires me, and it makes me want to create a ton, which I really am thankful for, because sometimes, as most of you know, I'm sure, it's hard to find that motivation and to really figure out what do I want to create today? Where do I want to go with this? What's the story behind this? And when you are inspired by a theme, or often those digital kits do have some sort of theme, but you can imagine it's loose enough that you can imagine for yourself what you want to create with it. And to me, it's just such a great starting point for so many of my projects. Throughout this video, I'm using some tacky glue and my glue stick as well, just depending on what I'm using, like what kind of papers that I'm trying to glue down. I hope that the winter where you are is not too bad. Here, this weekend, as I'm recording this, which is the weekend right before it will come out on Tuesday, we have had so many storms, and this is our first winter in Nova Scotia, and I don't think it's typical for them to get this many storms. Like, they do get storms, of course. It's Atlantic Canada, so we knew that. But apparently this year it's just like a lot rainier than it usually is. And anyway, so we this weekend was the first weekend we were able to leave the house. I mean, like last weekend on a Sunday, we were able to go grocery shopping, but the 2 weekends before that, the roads were so bad we couldn't leave the house. I mean, we could have, but not safely. So it's we took advantage of that. Yesterday, we went for a nice walk because it was so nice out, and we were finally able to walk without fearing falling on all the ice we've been having, because it freezes and then it rains and then it freezes and it rains and then it snows in between. So you've got like ice on top of the snow, and it's all sorts of interesting. But I personally have been enjoying this winter quite a bit, coming from the prairies. So prior to moving out here, we lived in Alberta, which is in the prairies in Canada. And it's very cold there. It's very northern. If you were to pull up a map, if you don't know where that is, it's very up high in terms of north. I think it's we were living in Edmonton, and that's the most habited northern city in Canada. Anyway, this year they had almost a full month of -40s, and that's in Celsius. So I don't know what that is for Fahrenheit, but it is cold, let me tell you that. Ay, ay, ay. I'd love to know how your winter has been treating you, or perhaps you're in a different atmosphere and yeah, I think hemisphere, is that the word? And perhaps it's summer for you right now, which I'm really very much looking forward to. I love all the seasons, though. I love the change between the seasons, and especially those transition between the winter and the spring, and between that summer and fall, when everything, the smell of that is so much stronger, and it triggers so many memories. I really love that. So here you see me inking. I'm just trying to, make the different pieces that I've gathered together really blend together. Whenever I use tissue paper, kind of like that brown paper that I use, that was from a packaging from someone sending me Happy Mail, and I use every little bit that I can from everything I receive. And I love to bunch it and create that texture. I find that so fun. And then I'm going to add one more, or no, quite a few more elements to this little postcards. I didn't really care for the front of that postcard, and I didn't care for the information that was on there. So that's why I chose, sometimes you get those pieces of ephemera that perhaps they don't align with what you believe in. They don't align with things you're interested in, and especially with postcards, I find sometimes perhaps I don't really like the imagery that's on there, but I really like the actual postcard side where you can write, or sometimes it's already written on and it's so pretty, but I just don't like the front. So go ahead and cover it, change it, make it something you like. There's no harm in that. And whenever I have these things that feel so precious and so beautiful, there's a sense of me that wants to honor it and wants to keep some of the beauty that's already there, of course. But there's also a sense in me who knows that, well, what else is it gonna do? This thing is gonna sit on my desk or in an antique shop or wherever it may be sitting. It might even end up in the garbage. So I may as well do something that I like with it, right? I don't know if you guys can relate to that. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I think I talked enough through this video. I will go ahead and put some music on for the rest of that video. But before I do that, I do want to thank you for being here and for, taking the time to listen up to me babble, and to, always showing up whenever I do post a video. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I feel very thankful to be able to share what I do, and something that is very healing for me. It's nice to be able to share it with others. So I hope that you can enjoy that as well. I'll quickly wrap up what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to add some finishing touches to this postcard, and then I'll move on to the little blue envelope, which came in a package, I think, that I had ordered at some point from Amy. And I wanted to repurpose it. So there you have it. If you have any questions about what I did in this video, as I am not going to be talking for the rest, feel free to comment down below and ask away. I'm happy to try and answer all your questions. And otherwise, I wish you all really well. I hope that you're all doing very good, and that things are going well, although the winter I know can be a little bit difficult sometimes. It's not as much a cheery season. It doesn't feel as hopeful sometimes, but I hope that this winter is filled with hope for you. And yeah, I'll let you all enjoy the rest of this video to music, and I will hopefully talk to you all really soon. Thank you so much, and have a good one.